that's a very Rajendra ji, very I would not say difficult, but a very confusing subject to speak on in clarity, capability and capacity, because they seem to be more or less intermingled, and a lot of confusion is there in the minds of people. But happy that you could bring in that kind of clarity to us. As you were talking, and you started off by saying that I'm not an entrepreneur and I'm here in front of all entrepreneurs. But here in Chrysalis, we believe that entrepreneurship is not about just being an owner of a business, owner of some property. It's all about ownership of work, and which we have seen, which you have heard about the last 40 years. That's what you have been doing. It's ownership of work. So can you share with us some snippets of your journey, जो आपने पिछले 40 साल from a trainee engineer to you being now the MD and CEO of the company? कुछ ऐसी बातें जिसको लेके हम वापस जाएं और we say, this is something which we can do in a business, because ये 40 साल में I'm sure बहुत सारी बातें हुई होंगी which you would say, wow, this is the life turning moment, or this was the moment which made you think differently about Kirloskar, about business. So some snippets for us.
Okay, in a very brief, I will, because 40 years when you have to tell somebody in 4 minutes, it's very, I can say, injustice. But at the same time, such type of, I can say, request comes to me regularly, and in one of the program, I have designed a program, what is called as Coffee with RR. This program itself is very, very successful program. I started this program only from this point of view, that whenever nowadays a lot of new people, new faces I could see in the company, they are very fresh and they don't know this organization. But then I know for the last 40 years, and the organization is 70 years old, there are so many things which has happened and which actually people are very, I can say, they have contributed, they have sacrificed so many things, and that's why this organization is in this today's level. Because when I joined, it was 40 crore turnover, today it is more than 3,000. So point is that if people should know onto this, how to tell people. You cannot put everything on a website and people just read and they come to know. But then I designed a program, Coffee with RR. People first started, sir, ये क्या किया है? Karan, Coffee with Karan है ना? Well, yes, Coffee with Karan is, Karan asks questions to the celebrities. Here, it is not, I will not be asking questions. You have to ask me a question. And one question is compulsory. So 25 people, group is there. They ask me any question, past, present, future of Kirloskar Oil Engines, personal questions to me, any external environment question, what is happening outside, what is going to be there. So then people start thinking, Arey Baba, in one question I have to ask. And then whatever is important for them, they ask. But it is very, very, I can say, learning for me. It is a recorded program. I have already, I can say, up to 1,500 numbers of our employees I have covered till date. And maybe in a month I do 2 programs. But in that, when people ask questions, I come to know their feel, what is happening in their mind, what are their pain points, what are their comfort levels, what do they want. All these things comes to me as an input. And then I further work on it from our actions. At the same time, after that, there is a group photograph and there is a feedback form. In feedback also, I come to know what type of they want the change into this program. So today, this program is a very, very, what is called as employee engagement program. I do that. In that, I cover, a lot of times people ask me, what is your journey of these 40 years? And that's what I said. It was not a new question for me, but when I explain them, and that's why I joined Kirloskar Oil Engine. When I joined from COEP, I had 8 appointment letters. I was selected in 8 companies. Nowadays, this is not allowed, because once in a campus interview, you are selected, you are not allowed to give another interview. But those days it was not, because employment was not an issue that time. I was selected in Tata Motors, Kirloskar Cummins, Sandvik, so many, L&T. But here I was selected as a management trainee, so I joined this. And when my interview was taken, I was selected for marketing. But when my medical was done, this doctor said, what do you know about marketing? go for manufacturing. And then I said, that way I don't also know manufacturing. But then he said, you will be successful in manufacturing, go ahead. So I started my career from manufacturing from the third shift itself. Nowadays, first of all, people don't want to work in manufacturing, not work in shop floor as such. हात काळे करायला नको असतात लोकांना. आणि फर्दर टू दॅट शिफ्टमध्ये यायला पण नको असतं. जनरल शिफ्ट इज व्हेरी गुड. बट देन वेन यू आर इन मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग, थर्ड शिफ्ट ॲक्च्युली इज व्हेरी व्हेरी useful for you from a learning point of view, because there is a complete freedom for you. Top bosses are not there in the plant, and then you are your boss. So point is very, very, very hard way, because in manufacturing there is nothing in between. It is yes or no. Tomorrow if the assembly has to go, the component has to be ready. Then and then it is. So it is at the, if you see the complete value chain, it is the last point. Because you have to hand over the goods to the salespeople. And whatever are the shortages, problems, everything is, you are at the edge. So you have to perform. And that sure performance, I can say 100%, or the commitment comes, or the sacrifice comes only from this, because you are at the end. And at the end, you have to deliver. And if you deliver, then and then, you are successful and the organization is successful. Otherwise, whatever has you have done, it doesn't mean anything. So I started career from manufacturing point of view. I was, after 10 years, then I got an opportunity. Management asked me, can you work in a different division? Bearing. I was in engines, then I went to bearings. After 6 months of training and all, I came, and in bearings I was for the after sales, replacement market. Bearings has got OE market and a replacement market. So I was selected for marketing of this one, replacement market. But when I came back after 6 months of training, traveling, meeting my all potential and present customers, the company said there is a new project which has come, a new design of engine has come, we have got a joint venture, so you have to come back to manufacturing again. So again I came back to manufacturing. But then it was a different role from a localization point of view, indigenization point of view, because when you localize a component, the imported component when you localize, there is a huge, huge learning. Simple, what is called as, suppose a piston pin, a small component today. It has got 300 pages of basically the specification and the quality control plan. All these things, the heat treatment, so many things. So you learn a lot. So continuous learning is again one of the parameter which as on date also, when people were presenting and sharing, I was also learning that how they have come to this mark. So learning is a continuous process. Continuous improvement is again an important thing, because whatever you are there, further there is a gap. You can always go beyond that also. So this is what actually Toyota has taught me, that respect for people, because these are the two major pillars of Toyota, respect for people and continuous improvement. And that's what I continued with the different, I can say, departments. We developed all whatever we were doing, manufacturing, then labor force number was huge, and we wanted to cut down onto this. So we subcontracted everything, the manufacturing lines and all. So I started working with the vendors. And then I was in materials head also. And the first chance came to me in 1997. I became business unit head for the agriculture division. Previously, our organization was function basic. Like for manufacturing, you can go on the top up to vice president, or for different functions, sales, marketing, or quality assurance. But then for a BU head, you have to be accustomed to all functions. And from that, then I thought, okay, then I have to learn a lot from other functions. So I came to projects, I came to the materials, and then I became a BU head, and then I was transferred to another BU, and ultimately then one of my, those days, director asked me, "Ki, this is my dream. Can you fulfill my dream? This is what is the target I'm giving. Can you accept this?" I said, yes. And so that time I was the youngest director. So at the age of 51, I became the director of the company. And slowly I moved to joint managing director, and recently I became the managing director. But in this total journey, and I always tell people in my Coffee with RR program, the opportunity, it doesn't come to you and saying, "Sir, I am opportunity." No, the opportunity is going. You have to catch hold of this opportunity. When you say that, yes, I want to do this, a lot of times organization asks, or the condition, the environment is asking you that, yes, please take it. But at that time, we don't make any decision. A lot of people, they are confused while taking a decision. They don't take a decision. And when they want to take a decision, the opportunity is already gone. So opportunity has got a timing also, and that timing is very, very important while selecting, while having a confidence. Because that confidence is also equally important. You have to believe in yourself. You should know what are your strengths. And from that, I think different opportunities came to me. We had so many projects. This particular Kagal plant, it used to be what is called as dream plant, because it was my dream after 35 years, not 35, 30 years that time. When management wanted to invest, I said, yes, I will do that. And from that, I was fortunate that I could see best of the 5 world-best plants of Toyota. And then we designed this plant, and today it is one of the best plants. So point is, a lot of opportunities came to me. Every time I said yes to that. There were risks, but ultimately I thought, and sometimes definitely it's a question of your fortune also. So in your success, yes, you are there, but sometimes there is a percentage of fortune, and that comes with your confidence level. And I think that was what happened in the last 41 years.
Great. I think it will be absolute injustice to sharing about your 40 years in 4 minutes, but that was quite insightful.